Yes, here we are. GC in the house. Big reveal. Oh, da 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 da. There it is. Free Nate Diaz shirt. I like that. Wow, you got it. That's pretty damn fast. Represent.
Pretty damn fast. Yeah.
When did you get it?
Credit. Yeah, last night.
Wow, man, that show was 8 days ago. When did you order it? Wednesday, right?
Yeah, live on the show on Wednesday.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, pretty quick stuff. I mean, comfortable shirt, looks good. Nice material. Excited to have it. Came perfect timing. Like I literally, the fight got announced. I went down to my mailbox, opened up the T-shirt.
Wow,
perfect timing.
That is amazing. I mean, how should we feel about this? Like hashtag started here. Fight gets booked a week later.
Yeah.
I mean,
this was your doing. This was the MMA.
Can we take that credit?
I already have.
Okay, fair enough.
Any of my friends that have been like, wow, Hamzat Nate Diaz, I just say, you're welcome.
We're the seed.
You're welcome.
We're the seed. Now, should we be saying you're welcome? Because a lot of people aren't happy about this.
I guess it's your perspective, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Nate Diaz fan? I don't know. Nate Diaz he got what he wanted. He got a fight.
Yeah.
It's time for him to move on to bigger and better things.
He asked for it.
Said. He did ask for it.
How do you feel about the line?
Accurate.
What is it? A minus 1150?
Yeah, minus 1150 on DraftKings.
And what is he?
Plus 775.
Damn. That might be. I don't know what,
I mean, like this is your guy. Like I feel like you got to
listen.
The H down.
Oh, but
like
it would be the greatest. It would be the greatest. Look, would be probably the biggest upset in a UFC main event if he pulls it off.
I mean, I would. I really like Nate Diaz. I love watching him fight. But if he beat Hamzat Chimaev, I would actually be shocked.
Here's the thing: even if he goes to 5 rounds, even if he gets wrestled to death, I don't really think it affects him if he goes to boxing as much as people think. Now, if he gets like murdered, like if he gets knocked out in the first 2 minutes, it won't be great. But if he's able to ride this out,
if he makes it all 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Like,
and by the way,
that's
Hamzat has never made
win.
it past the 3rd round. He's never gone past 15 minutes. He's never been put in this position before. I'm just saying it's very clear to me that Diaz, his sights are set on boxing. If he gets wrestled to death, then I don't really think it hurts him as a boxing star. Now, I actually feel like there's more pressure, believe it or not, on Jake Paul, because I think if Jake Paul loses to Hasim Rahman, now we've got a problem, right? Because his momentum. If he wins and Diaz comes out somewhat smelling good, by that I mean he loses but is able to hang in there, that fight is gigantic. End of the year, early next year.
I mean, I feel like there's almost no pressure on Nate Diaz. Like, it's his last fight in the promotion.
No one thinks he has a chance. By the way, probably more pressure on Hamzat because everyone thinks that he's going to smoke him, right? He's been tapped as the guy to do the UFC's bidding.
People were talking about Hamzat's hype train being derailed when he got into a war with one of the best welterweights in the world. If he loses to Nate Diaz, like, yes, it is fully derailed. Like, Hamzat definitely has pressure to perform in the fight.
And Hamzat's a good villain. He's a good heel. So he's playing this up like, I'm going to kill this guy. The funeral, all that stuff. It's smart. Just take, just take it all on your shoulders.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, however the fight goes, the build up to it will be fun.
Right. Oh my God. Could you imagine the press conference? What that scene is going to be like? Diaz going to roll into Las Vegas 30 deep. I mean, he's going to be an outlaw. He's not, imagine he doesn't wear the Venom clothes. He just shows up, walks down there. Machiavelli the Don walking down with him. By the way, I feel like his name should be Machiavelli the Dog, if I'm being honest. But anyway, and like just wearing his jeans, belt buckle, his construction boots, and if he pulls it off, that place, like if people thought when he beat Conor, the place went, bonkers. No,
if he pulls it off, like, there's going to be some property destroyed in Las Vegas. Like, people are going to go insane.
Property at UFC HQ.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine a world where that happens. Have you seen people saying, like, oh, yeah, he should just go in and then immediately walk back out once he's entered the
Here's the thing. I've seen that. He's got way too much pride to do that.
Of course.
He's coming for a fight.
Nate Diaz.
He's not walking in and out.
I 100% agree with you.
All
Plus,
right.
I could see like a clause or something getting put in.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to do that. It's a funny thought, but he ain't doing that.
Sure.
All right, I know we have questions about Diaz and Chimaev for On the Nose this weekend. London, massive card,
Massive card.
a lot to dissect, a lot to digest. What do we got? What are the official?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is pay-per-view level stuff.
Oh, for sure, pay-per-view level stuff. So was the last one. Last one we found some success. Hopefully, we're gonna do the same. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Let's have some fun right from the start. Makwan Amirkhani, Mr. Fenlon. We're gonna take him by submission at plus 430. I think he's just gonna have some opportunities with JSP. He likes to bring it to the ground. He likes to wrestle. He can get reckless. Like he can put himself in bad positions. I was going back and watching the Joe Lozon fight. I know he didn't get submitted. He got ground and pound, but I mean, he was in such a terrible position. Like Lozon had his arm all the way around his head, and it was just head on a silver platter. Makwan, I mean, in the first round, he is always ultra aggressive. Like he finds success typically in first rounds. I mean, even the Lerone Murphy fight, I know he got ended quickly in the second round, but he finds success in first rounds. He did it last time out, got a first round submission. Plus, Makwan has 12 of his 17 wins are by submission, and then 11 of those are in the first round, which is why I'm also going to sprinkle on Makwan Amirkhani sub round 1 plus 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, just a couple. Yeah, just a couple flyers, just to have some fun. You know, now I'll be very invested in this fight. Just a sprinkle. You know, over the 2 bets, I'm only putting a half unit on it, but I think he's going to have an opportunity to be able to maybe grab JSP's neck at some point and lock something up.
Wow, plus 1,000. Okay, I like this.
If this one just goes completely terribly and like it never even looks close, then me betting sub props might officially be cursed. Like the Brian Ortega sub prop, nope. The Jared Vandera didn't even go for a takedown. If this goes just terribly, then we're gonna have to take a break from the old sub props.
I mean, sounds like the
just at least give
situation.
just at least give me a chance. Just give me maybe like a DC being like, oh, it's tight, something like that.
Yeah.
But
something.
Just something.
I mean, usually you get it's tight and nothing happens, but
let me just feel something.
Right.
Like I might get close. We're gonna keep it rolling with some plus money plays. Paul Craig, the Bear Jew, plus 150.
No sub for him.
No sub for him. Just playing the money line, even though his most likely path to victory is by submission. Been an underdog 10 times in his UFC career. He's 5-4-1 in those fights. 4 straight wins. It's fun to bet Paul Craig because no matter how bad he's looking, the fight is never over until it's actually over. And of late, he's been the one ending it. Jamal Hill, Krylov last time out, tap, snap, or nap, as he says. And I genuinely think like he's improved since the earlier stages of his career. It's just a fun bet. I want to share on Paul Craig. Plus, he's kind of been a gravy train as an underdog, and hopefully he doesn't end this weekend. I'll also be in a parlay later on the fight doesn't go the distance. Paul Craig, one time in his career, he's been to a decision, KO'd in 3 of his 4 losses. Vulcan, he has KO power. 3 of his last 4 wins are by KO. So I don't see this one going to a decision. Next up, I'm going to take the over 1.5.
Ooh.
In Pimblett Levitt.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I know Patty last 4 wins are by first round finish, but if you look at the 4 fights prior to that, 3 of the 4 went to a decision. Like it's not like he's like some otherworldly finisher. I just think the competition that he's been facing, he's been leagues above, which I don't think he is when it comes to Jordan Levitt. I think this is a little bit closer of a fight, and if he continues to win in the UFC, he will run into competition that he's not just going to finish in the first round. I think Levitt's ground game is good enough to hold off a Patty submission early on. There's always the chance of knockouts. I mean, Pimblett is very erratic. He's talking about how he wants to rearrange his face. Jordan Levitt obviously wants to get a finish as well. Interesting note, very interesting note. DFS by the numbers on Twitter actually found this. Jordan Levitt is a gambler, and he has a Bet MMA Tips profile.
What?
He bet on himself to win by submission round 1. He put a half unit on it.
That is crazy. Where did he post this?
So there's like a thing where you can track your bets, and Jordan Levitt is on there, and he put Levitt wins by submission round 1, put a half unit on it. So he's definitely going to be hunting.
Wow.
At plus 1,000. Yeah. He's also got an insane amount of exposure to Muhammad Mokaev. He's got like 16 units trying to finish up. Looks like he got a little hedge on Charles Johnson by decision, though. But yeah, so Pimblett wants to rearrange his face, and Levitt's going to be hunting for that first round submission. So I'm sure this is going to be a huge sweat. But a lightweight fight, minus 135 in the over 1.5. I think we can make it that far.
That's a big time. Okay, I'm curious. Are you actually picking a winner here?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just riding the over 1.5.
Dang. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight.
Who do you think wins?
If I had to make a pick, I would probably say Patty's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as the rest of his fights so far in the UFC.
Right.
Next up, Chris Curtis, the action man.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Snagged him right when he came out. I know it's a little bit worrisome that he's on a 4-week turnaround, but if there has ever been a man that is as game as this dude in the UFC, like he is just as game as it comes. Obviously, PFL, the 2 fights in one night, that whole story. And now he just picks up fights whenever they're available to him. He fought a month after his win over Phil Hawes, did fine, got another knockout. And I just feel like this is a good matchup for him. He's going against Jack Hermansson, a guy that Sean Strickland fought, 5 months ago, and he was in the corner for it. He knows, how this dude fights. He knows what he presents, and Hermansson will likely go for the wrestling. Chris Curtis coming off a 20 stuff takedowns performance against Rodolfo Vieira. He's never been taken down in the UFC. 0 for 26 are his opponents. Phil Hawes, national champion in junior college, stuffed them all. Brendan Allen, stuffed them all. Rodolfo Vieira, 0 for 20. It was a taxing fight, but I think 4 weeks is enough to recover. I think he's going to be able to stuff the takedowns from Jack Hermansson. I think he's got the edge on the feet. I also think he has the knockout power that Sean Strickland lacked in that one, if he does catch Hermansson with something. So I like the action, man, to get it done here. I mean, he has been a cash cow since he re-entered the UFC.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Please do.
But Frank, some breaking news. According to MMA journalist extraordinaire Ryan Clark, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers,
GOAT.
Sean O'Malley is fighting Petr Yan in Abu Dhabi, UFC 280. And Sean O'Malley apparently told RC this news. So RC out there just doing work.
Did you have any idea of this?
I heard it was being discussed, but just reached out to Danny Rubenstein, who is the manager for one Petr Yan, and he told me that no contracts at the moment.
Yeah.
We expect it to happen. We have said yes. We have verbally agreed to it, but at the moment, no official fight offer, no contract. So it looks like it's moving in that direction.
Yeah.
How about that? Petr Yan?
He had told me something similar.
Oh yeah, you guys are boys. Yeah, you hung out in at the UBS on Long Island. What do you think?
I mean, it's a
you can't say anything about O'Malley anymore. I mean,
excitement level fight, and if O'Malley gets it done, then you really can't say anything. But I would guess that Petr Yan is going to win that fight.
Wait a second. Rubenstein is actually texting me at the moment saying, "Ask GC if you knew already." He told you this on Saturday?
Yeah, no.
You were holding out on us?
I thought that you actually knew already. He told me this just casually, and I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Why didn't you tell us on Monday? You could have. RC's getting all the shine. It could have been you. This could have been as first reported by GC on the MMA Hour. What were you doing sitting on this?
Oh man, I thought you already knew, and you were waiting for it to get confirmed because he said what you said, that contracts weren't signed. We literally joked about it on Saturday night.
We could have had the shot. What do you mean Saturday night? He came to your birthday party too?
No, on Saturday night after we got back, they were like, "Oh man, are you going to scoop Helwani on that one? Like, beat him to the punch."
Now you know why you got texted second.
Wait, I'm calling Danny right now. We could have had the shine. This could have been exclusive to us.
No, he didn't tell me to break anything.
Why not? But I mean, what kind of a reporter are you? Aren't you a reporter? Don't you break news?
I'm more of an inside man,
Well, that's what, I mean, you're the Woj of the MMA Hour. No, he's not picking up.
I mean, this is actually ridiculous that this is happening right now.
Yeah, we're live on the air right now. I'm just wondering, we could have, Ryan Clark, I mean, this never was, is getting all the shine. It could have been as first reported by GC on the MMA Hour. Why didn't he, I mean, I don't understand. Why didn't?
Because we we haven't gotten anything official yet, right? Sean was talking to Sayat, said that's the direction it was heading when Sayat was in Vegas, and said they want to do Peter Yan and O'Malley in Abu Dhabi. And, I mean, it really comes down to if the fight's actually going to happen in Abu Dhabi is our biggest point.
Why?
Obviously, we want that. Well, because we want it in Abu Dhabi. I'm not convinced O'Malley goes to Abu Dhabi. He's always said he wanted to fight in Las Vegas, and smart on him. But, I mean, props to him if he's going to take that fight in Abu Dhabi.
Are you surprised he's taking the fight at all?
No, not at all. Sean's always been, he's a big talker, but he's always kind of backed it up.
Mm-hmm.
And, if the people that want to talk negatively about Sean O'Malley, he's always been down to fight. It's, the UFC built him correctly, and I used to manage a kid. He's a smart kid. He's a smart businessman. He's a great fighter. He's the UFC's done a good job of building him.
So, did GC drop the ball? Should he have reported this on Saturday? Were you giving him the scoop?
It would have been.
I mean, no. I told him in a casual conversation. I wasn't really.
Okay, so he did the right thing. It was off the record.
No one knew.
He did the right thing, yeah. And I appreciate that he didn't go back.
By the way, he didn't even tell me. You would think on the side, on the deal. That's how trustworthy he is. He didn't even tell me. Now you know he's a vault.
He's great.
Wow.
And I told you, to me, he's the star of the show.
Yeah, not New York Rick, you said, right?
Not New York Rick, yeah.
Wow, all right.
New York Rick's time has passed.
Wow, fighting words. Okay, well, thank you for this, Danny. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye-bye. There he is, Danny Rubenstein. Both Ruby managers on today's program.
Yeah,
Syed at the beginning of the show. And wow, so you know what? I actually appreciate that. And
we're building trust in this business.
I mean,
You wanted me to prematurely drop my first scoop? I mean, crazy.
The fact that you didn't even tell me about it is
Lock
very
and key,
impressive.
bro. Lock and key.
I just see, RC getting all this love now, and I feel like it could have been you.
That's all right.
You don't need it.
We're playing the long game here.
All right. I respect that. Okay, well, there you have it. Peter Yan, Sean O'Malley. We'll see what
Great
happens.
fight. 280.
It's interesting that they're tweeting out like
Nice.
Sean O'Malley announced during an interview with Ryan Clark that he will fight Peter Yan. It just feels like, well, what about the other side of the story? I mean,
quick on the graphic, too.
Yeah. Interesting.
Quick on the graphic.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. That was worthwhile. I mean, that's an
Okay.
unbelievable fight.
Breaking news.
Sean
What we do.
O'Malley, he can shut down everything, or Petr Yan can get back on track. 280, great card.
Right.
All right, it's time for the main event.
All right.
I think you know where we're going with this one.
Look at that plus. I see the plus right there.
Yes, sir.
The plus is big.
I'm gonna have to find the video of you giving out the HDMI stats.
There is.
You said it on the show.
Yes. All right.
I just have to go back and find.
I think I said, legit. I think I said it like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I'll have to check when I placed this bet, and it was somewhere around there. But yeah, we're riding with Tom Aspinall. I mean, this is another one where, like, similar to last week, being like a fan. I'm a Tom Aspinall fan. I mean, we love Curtis Blades on this program as well. He's an unbelievable fighter, but I just really enjoy watching Tom Aspinall fight, and like, I think he's the real deal. I mean, we're going to get a lot more questions answered this weekend, but so far, his time in the UFC, everyone they have put in front of him, he has absolutely rolled through. 5-0, 5 finishes, average fight time of 2 minutes and 57 seconds, striking differential of plus 4.68 landed per minute, 100% takedown accuracy, 100% takedown defense. Like, these stats are fake. Like, I don't know how he could have possibly performed better to this point. I mean, it's unbelievable. 93 babies, shout out, to 93 babies out there. So yeah, come Saturday afternoon, me and Frank are going to be in the apartment.
Wait, Frank's going back now?
Yeah. We sorted it out off air.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, man.
well, you just said like 2 minutes ago that you were uninvited.
And here we are 2 minutes later. He's re-invited.
But you sorted it out in this time when I was talking to Danny.
That's how
Friends don't
professional
take a
he
long
is,
time
yeah.
to go through things.
All right.
So yeah, we'll be chanting Tommy Aspinall as he's making his way out, and hopefully he gets it done. I'm also on. This one does not go the distance. 5-round heavyweight fight where the fighter that is now a favorite has 14 professional fights, never seen the third round in his professional career, 9 wins within the first 95 seconds. And on Monday, it was less than minus 200. I mean, that was crazy. McC Picks on Twitter, great little stat. The Pimblett-Levitt lightweight fight, 3 rounds, is more favored to not go the distance than Blades Aspinall 5-round heavyweight fight. Aspinall never even seen the third round, favorite fighter. That just seems crazy to me. Vegas could be right. They could know something, but that is just a crazy statistic for me. So even if Curtis Blades winning, I know that he's a wrestler. He is not a stranger to a finish. 10 of his 15 UFC fights have entered inside the distance. He's been finishing all 3 of his losses. So yeah, I just don't really see this one going 25 minutes. Those are my singles for UFC London. I've got a few parlays. If you want to hear me dive deeper into the parlays, you can go right now.
It's up?
Right now. Shout out to Jed Mashu. Right now.
Is that 100%?
Yep. On
Nice.
your podcast feed. And you can find No Bets Barred right there. You can go right now. And
Look at that.
But the parlays. Feel like these are favorable matchups for these.
By the way,
guys
right
fighting
now,
in
just for
England.
the record, because
Sure.
we were referencing it, I had it and then I lost it. So he's now minus 130.
I love
Blades
it.
a plus 110.
I love it.
That's crazy.
It
And he
actually is crazy
opened
that he's fighting
at,
like that.
it says here on Best Fight Odds that he opened at a minus 108. Is
Oh.
that possible that they were both minus 108?
That's possible.
And then he went to dog and now he went back to favorite?
I mean, he's been out for what, 3 months?
Like when the fight was 4 months ago. But it got announced like I
Wow.
think 3 months.
Yeah. He opened at minus 108, moved up
Yeah.
to plus 108, down to plus 102, which is what I took him at. This is back in May. Back to 108, stayed at 108 for about a month, back to 102, and now, like, obviously, week of, he has started dropping. Man, July 4th, you could have gotten him at plus 100.
Wow. All right.
I mean, that's
Now it could be one of those things where we look back on Monday and be like,
God.
damn, we
he
underestimated.
really was not ready.
Yeah, exactly.
He really was not ready. That's what we could be saying for sure.
Yes.
I think it's one of two things. He really was not ready, or this dude is the real deal, Holyfield. He is the next big thing in the heavyweight division. Hopefully that's what we're saying. Parlays, I think these are favorable matchups for these guys. Nathaniel Wood, Mark Diakis, Jai Herbert, Molly McCann. A little worried about Jai Herbert's chin going up against Nelson, a power puncher, but with the reach advantage, I really do think he's a great striker. He looked fantastic in that first round against Ilya Taporia. I think this is a big drop-off in competition for him. I think he gets it done. Herbert doesn't go the distance. Craig doesn't go the distance. I think that happens there. And then Dalby Silva over 1.5 and Muhammad Mokaev just to win that one, the super prospect. 4 parlays, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I guess we're about to add one more. If you want deeper dive, no.
Wait, what do you mean we're adding one more? Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. But those are your official parlays.
Those are my, those are all my official picks. I think it's 7 singles and 4 parlays.
Wherever you get your podcasts on the MMA Fighting feed, No Bets Barred. Oh, was the DraftKings logo always there? Or did you add that?
I actually took it away. This is an out-of-date logo that I'm just now realizing.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a new one.
Nope, it's an old one, and I have not updated this graphic since.
All right, so there you have it. Those are the picks. Big time stuff. The card begins, I believe, at 11.
No, I thought it was noon.
Is it noon? Let's see here.
Just enough time for me to go get my English breakfast.
Yeah, and what's on tap?
Everything. I haven't gotten any groceries for it yet. Would it be
Wait,
lame
what?
if I went to a pub here and got one?
By the way, 11, according to ESPN.com.
Oh,
Main card to
divulging
all on
now.
ESPN Plus. By the way, imagine this was the card on. Not to say that the Long Island crowd was bad, but imagine like this is the crowd with this card on ABC.
Jealous of TST getting to go.
Yeah, TST. Wow, getting to go. So what? Wait, what are we doing as far as the food?
I haven't bought any groceries for it yet. I'm strongly considering going to a pub and trying, an authentic.
Oh,
Fry up is what they call that, right?
So wait, so you're not going to cook? You're going to actually go? Is there an English pub?
yeah,
near your
yeah.
house?
Yeah, not near my house, but I'd make the trek on Saturday morning.
You and Frank? Or
Me,
before Frank?
If Frank wants to meet, I would actually love for him to meet.
Wow.
So, full disclosure, I'm working until 4 in the morning.
Yeah, so what?
So I'm going
Yeah.
to be a little
What
crispy
does that mean?
when I'm there at 11.
Where's your dedication to the cause?
Where's your
I mean,
English
as long
spirit?
as you can deal with a slightly delirious.
By the way,
friend.
my suggestion would be just go from the gig to GC's house.
Yeah, I got a
At-
couch. I actually have an
at
air
4.
mattress.
I mean,
Whole
no,
extra room.
no lie, I might take you up on that. It's like on that part of town. So
I'll give you a key.
Wow, look at this friendship. This is unbelievable. All right, this big. I will say the spread that you had the last time was tremendous.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I don't want to disappoint
Yeah,
and it not look as good, so I want to put it on someone else. Put the pressure on a restaurant.
right.
Plus, restaurants actually have black pudding.
And black pudding once again is
I want to say it's like a sausage type
Yeah.
thing.
disgusting.
exactly, it actually looks pretty good. I've never tried it. Though.
Does it?
Even
I
when
would
I went
disagree.
to London, none of the fry-ups I had came with it.
Wait, what's a fry up?
The English breakfast,
It's called a fry up?
according to my
Yeah,
London
decided we're
friend.
going to a
yeah.
restaurant.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
He's decided. I might have one of those very soon myself. Might be making the trek, but more on that later. For now, though, are we doing this parlay thing or what?
Yeah, let's do the parlay thing. Just spent the whole week on this opening, i.e.,
Oh.
20 minutes before the show.
Perfect.
Let's go ahead and bring Rick in and open this bad boy up.
The official MMA Hour Parlay.
Wow.
We find the diamonds in the rough.
Whoa. Damn. That was something.
I mean, there it is.
Oh, is it
I
playing
guess it's
again?
it,
I
yep.
kind of wanted to see it again, actually. Can I see it one more time?
The official MMA Hour Parlay. We find the diamonds in the rough.
Now, is that your voice?
No, that's professional voiceover.
That is
work.
pressure. Wow, that is tremendous. All right, the official, MMA Hour Parlay. Please explain to the people, GC, what this is, what we'll be doing every week, every UFC card. That's the thing, right?
Every UFC card, man. Let's just.
Why don't we do
let's
it
just
every
make
week?
'em. Yeah. I mean, like,
I mean, there's always something.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's do it every week.
All right, go ahead. Explain to the people.
Yeah. So I guess I'll throw the 3 names in a hat right now into the simulator.
Wait, tell the people what we're doing.
Me, you, and Rick will
Yes.
each make a selection. Anything. It can be a over 2.5, under 1.5, whatever you want it to be. A fighter to win by an exact method. It's your choice. We can't argue with it. You take a selection. We add that to a parlay, 3-leg parlay. You mentioned it earlier. If you want to do more than 1 leg, if you're that confident,
Yeah.
if you want to bear that responsibility of us losing the parlay by taking an extra one, you can do that as well. But we will add up our selections, and that will be the official MMA Hour Parlay.
And one question, like, if you picked a winner and I picked a prop, does that work, or does it all have to be the same?
No.
It could be anything, right?
anything. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what I'm saying. Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. Pick out the names, because obviously the guy who goes first. By the way, Frank, you want in on this or what?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
All right,
I was gonna
fine.
say, well, we're going 4.
Well, I just figured, why not? He seems to be really into it these days. The guy who goes first obviously gets the best pick, probably.
Well, I got 3 picks ready. So
Okay, go ahead.
let's see. Boom. We're generating the names right now. First up, Eric. Second, Ariel. Third, Connor. So I guess it's good that I have 3 picks ready.
Okay.
So Rick,
New York Rick, you're up
you got first pick, big dog.
Am I able to pick from Bellator 283? Are we limiting
Oh, wow. This is a huge
it
curveball.
to the
let's-
UFC London?
Let's see. Actually, let's see what DraftKings Sportsbook says about.
Do they even have
Bellator.
odds for Bellator is the
Sometimes
question.
they
Wow,
do.
this
Well,
is
they've got
massive-
odds. I'm looking at them right
Oh, they've
now.
got odds.
Wow.
Right.
Douglas Lima. Douglas Lima, underdog against Jason Jackson. Wow.
H-Dow.
Yeah.
So what's the ruling? What are we doing?
I'm fine
Yeah,
with
we
that.
can do Bellator.
I'm fine
if
with
it is
that.
on DraftKings Sportsbook
last time
and it's
we
MMA.
did the fantasy draft, we did.
Yeah, I'm
PFL,
fine with
so I just
that.
wanted to
yeah. If
open it up.
if it's on Bellator under the MMA tab, then
I'm curious who you're so
Absolutely.
confident in.
Oh, I mean, there's only one. It's Usman
I was gonna
Nurmagomedov.
say, I
Oh,
can
right,
imagine.
minus 610.
Let's
There it
go.
is. Now,
Usman.
because he's such a favorite, like, does this make the parlay less lucrative?
I mean, of course, it makes
Sure,
less
but it makes
lucrative.
it safer.
Right.
Yes, but I would say it has to be triple digits. Like you can't do like a minus 1,000 or more. I think that's
No,
the guy
Kayla
to
Harrison is
say.
what you're saying.
Yeah, no.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just think that's lame if you're doing it like that. Like if you take Kayla Harrison at minus 3,000, like of course she's going to win, but it adds what cents on the dollar to our parlay.
I have to admit, if I wasn't going to take Usman, I was strongly considering some underdogs in this part.
Really?
Woo.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm next, but I feel like now it's going to be two massive favorites. But whatever, we just need to hit, right?
We just need to hit.
And by the way, can you like calculate this thing so that you know what it will actually be?
I'm doing it live right
Okay.
now. I'm on DraftKings
All right.
Sportsbook right now.
My pick is Mohammed Mokaev.
Not a terrible pick.
Going up against Charles Johnson, with all due respect. Big favorite, minus 450, Mohammed Mokaev.
All right, we're at minus 238 right now.
Okay, not bad.
I
feel like we need to get this down a little bit.
Get us to even money or better. Connor.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Mark thing. He's minus
No.
19.
No pressure.
Curtis Blade.
Well, those would definitely do it.
I'm trying to see. I'm thinking about the under in that main event. You guys are scared of the wrestling of Curtis Blades, I assume.
No, not scared. I wasn't thinking props for this one.
Oh, I'm thinking props.
You're thinking props?
Yeah, because I was gonna take like a heavily favored fighter, but I'm trying to get it down right now. There it is.
The action man.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do under 2.5, or I mean under 2.5, under 4.5 in the main event, and get us down to minus 101.
Minus 101, under 4.5 in the main event. That's Curtis Blades. I'm assuming you're talking about the UFC main event, not the Jason Jackson. That wouldn't make sense because have they done that? Have they moved to 3-round or 5-round Bellator main events? I don't even know. They talked about it. I feel like they did. Did they not? This has been the first. This is the first one in a long time.
No, it is. It is. They're all 5 rounds.
They did, but when was the first one?
It started in 2022.
Yeah, like this year.
Yeah.
But most of their main events have been title fights. In any event, you're talking about Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. So under 4.5.
Yes.
Under 4.5 would be before. It has to be before
2 minutes and 30 seconds in the 5th round.
Okay. So there it is. And what's the what are the odds?
The payout is minus 101.
What? That's not bad.
No, $50 to win 49.58.
Okay.
So just a unit for me. Let's just every week we'll
Even
just
money.
do 1 unit on it. Yeah, it's essentially even money.
Well, you're going to bet this one too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it's for the people to bet.
No, I ride with the people.
That's right. That's right. Biggest baby face in the game. All right. So to recap, it's Usman Nurmagomedov, who faces Chris Gonzalez on Friday's Bellator 283 card. Mohammed Mokaev, who faces Charles Johnson, and then under 4.5 main event UFC London.
That is correct.
History. First ever MMA Hour Parlay. I like it.
I think I might love it.
Strategically, are we trying to lock these up? Are we trying to be a little bit riskier? What do we think after the first one?
What does lock it up mean?
Well, I mean, this one seems pretty steady. This seems pretty sure. But we could also get a little friskier with some of these. Maybe,
down with that.
We see how this one
I
goes.
kind of want to, I sort of want to like get the ball. I want us to go on a bit of a winning streak here. I feel like
Let's
for
not get
the
too crazy.
this is a
first.
good way.
For the
let's go ahead and
ego.
lock up a win. Let's not
Win,
start
2.
counting the chickens before they've hatched.
5 in a row, 4 in a row. You know what I mean?
I'm confident.
Let's just get one. Let's just get
1 in a
before we
row.
start talking about 5 in a row.
2 in a row. I mean, I feel like we can hit it.
I mean, we obviously can hit it.
All right, so there you have
hit
it.
First.
All right, we'll see how we did on Monday. Thank you, gents. Appreciate it very much.